Well, there is no doubt about the fact the Georgia Bulldogs are set up for the biggest game perhaps in Sanford Stadium at Dooley Field history this Saturday when the Tennessee Volunteers come to town. Tennessee ranked number 1 in Tuesday night's college football playoff poll, Georgia number 3, but we'll say the AP poll has Georgia 1 and Tennessee 2. Regardless, it's the biggest matchup of any two teams coming into Athens, and it should be an unbelievable atmosphere, especially with Kirby Smart asking everyone to get there bright and early on Saturday morning and making as much noise as possible. Very glad that Georgia has the home field advantage in this game. Of course, it would be a little bit more nerve-wracking if Georgia had to make the track to Knoxville this weekend, especially with the energy the Tennessee fans have this season with this team doing what it's doing. No question it's the best season for Tennessee in a couple of decades, and it's going to be a great game. Great offense for Tennessee against a great defense for Georgia. At some point, all of these offenses in college football, somebody's going to have to stop someone, and that's the trick here. Now, I can sit here and tell you that I don't think that Tennessee's going to score 52 points on Georgia like they did on Alabama, but if Georgia were to make a bunch of turnovers and 17 penalties like Alabama did, well, then anything's possible. But I do believe the Georgia defense is better than Alabama's. But now, Nolan Smith, the senior for Georgia, who is a pass rusher, is going to be out for the rest of the season, and there's no question that is a little bit of a problem. We're going to have other people step up for the Dawgs to take over. MJ Sherman and others, Marvin Jones Jr., another candidate to take over and do well and step up for this Georgia defense. There's no question that Jalen Carter's return to the Georgia lineup on defense, on that defensive front, is a huge deal. I think if he were out for this game, I would be very concerned about Georgia's chances of slowing down this Tennessee offense. But he did get action last week against Florida, did look good, especially on third down, and will be in the lineup this Saturday against the Volunteers. Tennessee also has to stop Georgia, and that's another problem for them. They could not stop Alabama, and I think Alabama has a pretty good offense, of course, with Bryce Young. Georgia has a very good offense as well. And it would be better if A.D. Mitchell was going to be in the lineup for the Dawgs, but that's not going to happen, it looks like. So others are going to have to step up. Now, how will Tennessee stop Brock Bowers and Darnell Washington, the two main offensive threats for Georgia? That's going to be a big question in this game. But you're going to have to see other receivers and pass catchers step up for the Dawgs, like Ladd McConkey, like Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint, and others, to make some big plays, and that's going to be crucial for Georgia this weekend. So it's set up for a tremendous game between Georgia and Tennessee. This is what we love college football for. We don't love it for the cash for clunker games. We love it for the games like this, 1 versus 2, and two big matchups of two big teams in this matchup going head-to-head to battle it out for the SEC East. Can Georgia beat Tennessee? Well, all they got to do is slow them down and continue to score and not make mistakes. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't have turnovers. Don't have penalties. And yes, you've got a chance to do well against Tennessee. So yes, I'll pick Georgia because I think, well, they may not be getting the respect they deserve as the defending national champions and the undefeated 8-0 team. I think since this game is at home, yes, Georgia should have the edge.